Hey guys, it's Steve Regine, and I'm with basically talking about the Fong Part 2. I actually see Kevin Drew from Treyarch actually responded to the community doing what it does best and whining and complaining about everything, then getting along at it by the end of its cycle. Well, except Black Ops 4, people just hated that one's guts. Same as World War II. Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Ghost, basically any Call of Duty in the past couple of years. I'll say Cold War was hated at first, but people started liking it towards the end. And I feel like Vanguard's gonna have that same story, where people are basically gonna hate it at the beginning, then it's gonna become more liked at the end. But yeah. I think zombies brought a unique thing with. I feel like they improved a lot on Cold War, but some things I just didn't like. Probably not having the tier field upgrades, so maybe they could bring that back. I'll say score kill streaks, or coming back in Season 1. It'd probably be cool to see a flame knot in zombies, but I doubt that would ever happen. So you have confirmed no pack-a-punch camo, and I don't get why people were like whining and complaining about that. Cause last year during Cold War they were whining and complaining about having a pack-a-punch camo on their guns when they had a blueprint in that. Now all of a sudden they're whining and complaining about it again. But then again, that's how the community works. They just go, whine, and complain. But, I'm hoping Season 1 drops with a lot of stuff. Obviously, it's full of bugs right now. Like, you can't really get Dark Ether right now because it is bugged. I see. And I know they had to confirm that the green Dark Ether is not, because turns out the leak red Dark Ether was actually just Golden Viper. And yeah, I've already seen someone's gone atomic in multiplayer in a couple days, and that's surprising. But yeah, I feel like we got a really fun experience coming in with Duh and Fong. Oh, friggin' let's see what they would do with the round-based experience. Cause they're not ending round-based. I'll say people are saying they're not copying Vanguard. Sorry. They're not copying Vanguard just because there's no, zombies in it. And I'm like, you're honestly serious. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna copy it because there's like no zombies in it. Look like a big joke. Like, just because round-based is not in it does not give you no reason to cop it. Like, yeah, you may have your opinion, but at least wait for one of the free weekends to come so you can try it out for yourself. Instead of just watching some footage of somebody playing it and deciding, yeah, I don't really like this game because I watched someone play it, so I'm saying it's not worth it. Play it for yourself. And even if you always do buy it, you could always do the refund. So it's really no big deal. But you always have those people who go out there and make it look like a big deal. I think, then again, those people, sometimes they just do it to really piss people off. But, honestly, I know Vanguard Season 1 already see skins are getting leaked, and 2 collab bundles got leaked. But we're only getting like additional modes, covenants, and I think maps to Durnfong. I'm hoping they're adding more maps to Durnfong, because I know there's currently actually 2 objectives that are not in right now, called Assault and Domination. I talked about Domination in the first part of this. Well, I'm assuming Assault maybe. Assault may actually be like Eliminate from Outbreak, where you have to basically eliminate a high value target. In this case, you have to eliminate a really powerful Sturmkrieger, since they're the only, I'm gonna say elite right now, because they got the symbol of the elites. Even though they'd probably just be specials. But yeah, maybe with this assault objective, we could see the HVTs return. And I'm assuming, like, maybe domination is probably just capture. So you probably have to get something for, like, capture zombies. Or no, find these certain things and then capture them while zombies are trying to kill you. Also, I see one thing other people are complaining about is the lack of wonder weapons, but can you really blame them? Like, honestly, can you really? They really didn't have much time to put, like, weapons in here and that. I mean, Vanguard did not have much development time as, example, Black Ops Cold War or Modern Warfare 2019. So don't go out there saying, oh, it did. Because it didn't. And even then, in these games, like, even though they're mostly finished, you still have bugs. Like, Modern Warfare 2019 on Xbox has error code Vigorous, which won't let you play, like, almost the entirety of multiplayer in co-op. Or in Cold War Onslaught, there's been the invisible zombie bug that's been there for a while. Like, even when this game is done, it's gonna still have a couple bugs that it's never gonna get patched. So, basically to the people who are complaining about the game being buggy, you can literally go back Modern Warfare 2019 on the Xbox, not other consoles, and you'll get, like, error code Vigorous, or just play Onslaught, where you'll get the invisible zombie under the map glitch, which I've heard can be fixed by using Frenzied Guard. And I'm not simply gonna use Frenzied Guard just because I want that. Well, I've actually discovered Frost Blast is actually a really good field upgrade. It's actually very good for corners. But yeah, even though, like, Vanguard hasn't dropped with any wonder weapons in that's not gonna stop people from, like, playing it. So, like, people who saying, like, I know a ton of people were saying, oh, no one's gonna play Vanguard because they want to play Battlefield 2042. And that's not really gonna be true. No, either you can say, oh, game's gonna suppress Call of Duty how many times you ever want. But the only time any game has really suppressed Call of Duty sales was back during Infinite Warfare, which a lot of people consider to be the worst COD, even though it was actually pretty good. But you can't really blame them. Like, I know you want to say, oh, it's developers. Even Kevin Drew in his tweet was talking about how people said the developers didn't have passion. Yet, this was their concept. Like, they were talking a lot about it. They were excited to show these features off and done fine. And people are just pushing it aside. They're just bugging around base, saying Black Ops 3 was the best, and that zombie sucks after Black Ops 3. But it doesn't, because people are refusing to try these new experiences. To move on from Black Ops 3 to Ryzen Tracker. Like, in truth be told, Black Ops 3 is not the best zombie experience. Like, in my opinion, it would be way older than that, because I don't really like actually, I feel like it's very been win via the Gobblegums. Like, I'm much more of OG one. I prefer Black Ops 1 zombies. And it's not because of nostalgia, it's because, well, I know people would say there's too easy, but it's because you had the simple thing. You had your perks, and you had your Pack-a-Punch, Mystery Box, Walleyes. Now, I'll see you say, but you were just saying, people need to move on it. And yes, I very much like Call of Duty Vanguard and Black Ops Cold War. But they don't surpass my favorite experience. Like, one thing I really wanted to see back was, like, no gravity from, like, Moon. And I'm not talking about, like, that room in Ryzen Tracker, where you could go outside the map, or maybe even the hacker device. Like, there's so many features I'd actually see come back. Like, I'm not talking about low gravity room Ryzen Tracker. That was just one room. Compared to, like, Moon, which had multiple spots where zero gravity could be enabled. You weren't just trapped to the one spot where zero gravity was enabled. They technically bring it back into Ryzen Tracker and Revelations, but that was only one room. It wasn't the, like, half of the map where you could jump and have, like, no gravity. Like, there are many features from, like, previous CODs I'd love to see come back in Vanguard, since Black Ops Cold War is not really working anymore. But I'm just interested to see, like, what could we do? Improve on? There's, like, literally many things we could improve on. And I'm just hoping that in the future people could come to accept these new CODs as one, and not just keep saying, oh, these new ones are trash because there's no round base, because it's not Black Ops 3, or the series started to suck after Black Ops 3. Like, people literally consider the golden age to end at Black Ops 3. And I think it ended before Black Ops, because you could probably play, like, have a good time. You could play, have fun with the boys, and the old ones. You had a nice friendly immunity, and then trash talkers came along. And that was literally around the time of Black Ops 3. So I think the golden age probably ended with, like, Ghost and Advanced Warfare. Because that's when people started whining, complaining, asking for this, asking for that, and then they got it, and then they started whining and complaining even more. Like, But what are you gonna do? That's just gonna be people. We're gonna whine and complain. Like, it's been there literally before Black Ops 3. So, people who are saying, oh, Black Ops 3 was the best experience because it was unbeaten. You know, really true. But I may actually have to make this into a part 3 as I'm appearing to actually run out of time again. But, to be honest, I probably don't need part 3. Anyways, if you like the type of content you see on my channel, Call of Duty Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War, possibly Warzone, considering the Ricochet anti-cheat is coming out, same as Caldera. But yeah, if you like the content you see on my channel, consider like, subscribe, see you next one. And I'm hoping to start moving away from more things to Call of Duty. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.